So the three more essential things that you need in order to have a successful marketing campaign. Okay, the first thing is a message. You need a really, really powerful message that resonates with your target audience on an emotional level. See, people are always in life moving away from pain and moving towards pleasure. And what you need to do is, in order to establish a really, really good bit of copy that does resonate with your target audience, is you need to highlight the biggest pains that people are suffering by not having your product or service. So when that comes to the copywriting, I mean, there's other elements in copywriting that you need to use, because most people are emotionally attached to spending time with their friends and family, and that's usually why a lot of people do a lot of it or buy a lot of the things that they buy. And when you drill down deep enough, so the message really needs to be tailor made in order to really highlight those pains that people are suffering, and what will happen if they don't get your product or service, and also the benefits or the results that your product or service actually accomplishes. A lot of people, when they're tailor making their message, they focus on the actual features of your product or service. And while that's all well and good, it doesn't actually resonate with the target audience on an emotional level. It's more of a neocortex level. It's logic. And people buy with emotion, and then they justify with logic. So that's what the message has really got to be about. And we help tailor make messages for people in copywriting, and also sales funnels as well. So that's the first thing. The second thing that people need, and I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen every time you don't have a successful marketing campaign, it's always one of these three things that isn't right. Okay, so once you've got a good message, the next thing you need is to provide that to the right audience. There's no point in creating this really powerful message that really connects with people on an emotional level if you're talking to a wrong audience. And there's several ways you can actually isolate the right audience. You can actually run targeted Facebook ads. You can run Google ads, which is receiving targeted an audience. All these different paid advertising streams, YouTube ads, LinkedIn ads, all paid revenue ads, all can be targeted to a certain audience. If you're doing it organically, then what you're doing is you're creating a dream 100, basically where your perfect 100 customers are going to be, whether that's groups or other areas, networks where your target audience is. And then if you have a really cool message that resonates with that target audience, you're going to start getting some ears. Okay, so that's the second thing. Audience. Okay, you're going to make sure that the message where you're presenting that great message that you've just created goes to the right audience, so it resonates with them. The third thing you need is an offer. Okay, so yes, you call out your audience, you hit your pain points in your message, you get that message to the right audience, but then you need a call to action. So something that's really going to help them come across the line that's not really going to be risky for them in any way. It's a way of nurturing cold traffic and actually being able to get them to the point of where you can actually create a lead out of them, or even create a sale out of them. But when it comes to cold traffic and you're really getting that message to the right audience, that offer really needs to be something that you're going to give them for their details in order to sort of get them into a nurturing email campaign, or being able to, if it's something that's like a free consultation where you're going to actually help them understand a certain pain they have that your product or service is going to actually achieve or overcome, then that offer is needs to be really, really powerful. So those are the three things. So it's basically message, audience, and offer. Once you get those things right, then you can really, really scale, keep your pipeline full of consistent leads, making sure that you're using the right platform to do that, whether it's B2B or B2C. You know, and then it really comes down to sales and converting, which is a whole other thing that I do as well. But on this video here, we're just looking at the actual the sales funnels, copywriting, paid ads, that sort of stuff. So if you want any help, you know, I'm happy to do a 15-minute consultation, 15 to 30-minute consultation. And what we'll do is we'll look at what you're doing at the moment, and I'll be able to point out maybe where you're going wrong or how we can actually help. You know, it's not something, this isn't a sales call in any way. We're not trying to sell you. It's really just a case of seeing whether, you know, if you're someone we can help, we'll point in the right direction. If you can't, we'll just say we can't. But usually we can normally pinpoint where you might be going wrong and offer you some really solid advice around that. And if you do want to take our services on later on, no problem, that's fine. But that's not really what this call is about. It's really trying to help you see where where you're going wrong, or how you could actually improve the marketing campaigns that you're currently running, and also offering you other avenues that you could possibly pursue, and throwing some ideas around. So that's what this call is about. So if you want to click on the button below or above or wherever it is, wherever you're watching this, if you're probably watching this on my funnel, then you can click on the button below, and we'll book a time where we can have a chat, and we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.